is here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. Spin on, spin move, in zone, scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Spin on, spin move, in zone, scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner, so I had to.
There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
To Todd Gurley.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And down to the 11. A big run there by Gurley. 48 yards. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love it.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Gurley again here on first down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Again, the ball carrier.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Complete to Kalen.
That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Mix the scores.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
New Orleans.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit. It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm thinking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I never, when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Man, pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Saints.
Here we go, here we go. 20! 21.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Seahawks 3.
Here we go. 65.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Garoppolo, no gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 41-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, He took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 6 yards to go.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll air it out deep, and this is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
49-yard line.
25.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
From the gun, Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a 33-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
So they're able
able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Arrows on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jet sweep to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo now. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On first down, it's Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running with Kamara. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The tackle made.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
9-yard line, second and 6. They go with Murray again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Number 41.
Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score.
The extra point is...
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
They run. It's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is the tight end Troutman. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Complete to Adam Troutman. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Saints.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Hill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Now Kamara. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Seahawks 37, Saints 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
First down, New Orleans.
65.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On the play. And the Saints first down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught at the 7. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Carry for New Orleans. The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Get ready. Mike 50. I got you.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gerlin. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defense is changing.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd down. 3rd down. Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took